back. Alright, so, the wounded and elderly struggle to make it onto the floating rocks, while fear of the bridge paralyzes the legs of others. The dredge give chase, crossing onto the bridge without hesitation.
Jerry, can you help those who are struggling?
I got it, boss. I can do that.
A wrinkled varl near you spits and shouts.
We're not your base of frightened human. Carry him yourself.
Suddenly, Hakon knocks over a supply cart, spilling its contents into the chasm. He silently scoops up the slowest clansmen, placing them in the cart. Ivor joins him, knocking back any dredge who get close. The cart is soon moving with only dredge left behind in the caravan's wake. There go more supplies. He watches the floating stones nearest the land and tremble and drop back into the chasm, taking all standing there with them. The sight is terrifying, but you turn and urge the others to keep moving forward.
Gravity mustn't exist.
Well, here's what we should be doing, right? Instead of lifting the ones that are... Well, then again... Well, no, they could still do it. Instead of lifting the ones from the bottom all the way up... I'm pointing at the screen like you can see me. Instead of lifting the ones from the bottom all the way up, why not bring the ones that are at the back of the thing around to the front? And just
That would make
spin
more
it.
sense.
Just spin it so, like, whatever dredge are there fall off. Ivan is growing visibly weaker. Meanwhile, many of the caravan are stunned by witnessing family members fall to their deaths. The effect is spreading.
Rip a weeping man away from the falling edge.
You grab a man by the tunic who's reaching out for his fallen wife, violently jerking him off a crumbling rock.
Keep going!
You shout at him. Your actions and authority seems to jar others from their hopelessness, and the caravan begins moving steadily again. Boy, we're a long way from those kids playing around with leather-wrapped balls of rags, aren't we? The stones behind the caravan are falling faster and faster. Are falling faster than the ones rising up in front. The rear clansmen are pushing forward in a panic. Bulwark shouts.
Knock some of those people over the edge before we all go down!
People gasp and flee from him.
We are carrying too much.
God, Ivor says.
We've got to get rid of something before that menace drops us all into the depths.
You look around and see only people, food, and a massive cart the ravens are hauling. Only two of those are an option. I'm real curious what Bulwark's got in that cart. Because I don't know if it's going to be useful or not.
Oh, I'm people, or possibly people, or food. Possibly people, or food.
I mean, in a desperate situation, they could be one and the same.
Bulwark, throw that card over the edge.
Oh, this is going to end well, I'm sure. All right, you positive?
Yes.
Before the Varl can respond, Juno says, absolutely not. Her distraction affects Ivan, who falls to a knee. The entire bridge shakes and stones fall away from you. Clansmen scream as they fall to their deaths. Juno scrambles back to Ivan's side as the shaking stops. Bulwark snorts at you.
Oh, wow. Oof. Should have left those people back on the other side. At least they could have died fighting.
The caravan continues forward in a fog of fear and worry. Wow, we lost quite... Look at how short it looks now.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, I don't remember what's in that cart at all. And I don't know if that was a thing in 1, and it just pops up here in 2. Because we left right as, like, we got those boats together. Just a bit further, Ivan. So why can't she help him? Then again, like, he stopped shaking when she came, so maybe she's supplying him with whatever magic essence she has. Ivan's scream chills you as it echoes off the cliffs for a mere 100 yards away. Again, the bridge shakes but stays together. When Juno looks at you, her lips are trembling. This is killing him, and I won't let that happen. Her tone is dark and cold.
What's the alternative?
She says nothing but looks toward the rear of the caravan. Governor Ruga and many others from Borsgard are back there. Choice. Look, if you get rid of Ruga, alright, there's not going to be any infighting. It seems like Ruga wants to find a reason to kick you out. But that's just my opinion, alright? You do what you want to do.
Well, there's a town coming up, so
There it is.
the food. We'll get rid of the rest of it.
Thank you. We'll replace them in Ormsdal. Ormsdaler. What's an Ormsdaler worth to you? I don't know. How about you? Says Juno before returning to Ivan's side. Supplies are dumped and the caravan moves forward. There go the rest of the supplies. We already lost a shit ton to begin with. And we got a good chunk of renown. We got 13 for the last battle, so we've got the renown to buy more. This sure looks like there's a town. It looks destroyed.
It's hard to believe we made it across that chasm. Now we find what's left of Ormsdaler. Once a great trade town at the fork of the Ormsa River. How many lives must have been lost here?
Our restock options look very poor. From the massive Varl to the youngest human children, everyone is sapped from crossing the chasm. Tents are loosely strung up and gear is thrown on the ground as everyone falls asleep. You manage to post a few guards out of habit before sinking down against a crate, wrapping your cloak around you and closing your eyes. Your chest aches as if from a wasp sting. Feeling around for the cause of it, you look down between your leathery gray fingers running over a red stone breastplate. Gasping, you open your eyes to find your cloak still wrapped around you, no stone armor underneath. The caravan is still asleep, snoring more prevalent than usual. You're able to drift off a bit more. You're able to drift off for a bit more rest before facing the tasks of the new day. We have 12 whole supplies left. And people need to rest because they've been injured. How bad? Not as bad as I was afraid of. Ludin's the only one, well, besides Hogan and Mogan, that need 2 days.
And there's Bercy, who's 3 days.
Yeah, Bercy's worse. I missed him. Most of our people will be back on their feet in a single day. So if we want to rest once, that wouldn't be bad.
Okay.
So let's rest a single day. We have 11 days worth of supplies right now. So do we want to do one more?
Yes.
Let me see here. Do we want to level anyone up while we have the chance?
Not too much, because when we get to a town, I am buying a shit ton of supplies.
No one new can really level up. So I'm thinking either Trigvi or Krumer to level up. Because they're going to be, I think, 9? 7.
How much for both of them?
It'd be 14 because they'd both be 7.
Oh, they'd both be 7.
Uh-huh.
That will leave us with 18.
Uh-huh.
Do both.
Where do we want to put those 2 points?
Armor and willpower.
Alright. And then Martha here.
Martha would like strength. And another. Yes. Now Martha can drink even more blood.
Jesus Christ. Speaks to him in his sleep.
The blood of my enemies.
Alright, let's take a look. You make your way across the broken bones of the former trade town, curious as to what's inside this building curious as to what's inside this building, which is still somewhat intact. The structure groans as you enter, and you hear yourself whispering.
This isn't worth it.
After a quick survey of the room.
Oh, hear yourself whispering, okay.
After a quick survey of the room, only 2 things stand out. A stone with a strange etching resting on a broken mantle, and footprints in the dust near a small door in the wall. A gust of wind blows up from the chasm, and the whole building creaks.
I know you're there. I'm here to help.
The small door creaks open, and a child looks at you. Come here! Oh no, that's you. Never mind.
Come here.
You say.
This place isn't safe.
Her red hair catches the light. Oh.
Lad?
You shout.
I can save you.
You reach for the child, who is terrified by your appearance and words. She slams the door and closed, and the building shudders. Wooden planks around you snap, and you barely have time to flee before a large section of the structure crumbles off the cliff. You sit in the dirt, staring, emotions knotted in your throat. Good job, you killed her twice! Ira stands stoically by Ivan's pallet, watching the mender's breathing.
It took a lot out of him. Out of everyone. No doubt, a lot of families lost members out there. So, why even follow me? I get people killed.
That's what
all
we're
the
all saying,
time.
Rook! We're
Like-
all asking that!
All the time. I'm bad luck. You should stay away from me. Maybe I should just wander out there by myself, acquire new people who don't know anything about me.
They'll also die, Rook!
I'm not doing this again. If you can't see the number of people out there alive, it's because of you. Nothing I will ever say will ever change it.
With nothing to say, you look down at the resting mender. The spell weaving took a toll on him.
He looks as bad as me.
You're right, but at least I didn't kill anyone! On purpose.
Wah.
Before Ivor can respond, Oddliff abruptly enters the room.
Good. You're here. It's the Ravens now. They're trying to leave, and some of our people want to go with them. What? Why? We nearly went over a waterfall on ships and lost a lot of people following some vodka across floating rocks now. I'm not saying any of this is your fault, but people are scared. If they made up their minds to go, they'll leave whenever you're not looking. And the ravens have been hoarding supplies this whole time, and they try to take off with them now. Juno and Hakon are just trying to talk some sense into Bolvark, so it's desperate.
As you make your way to the door, you turn to look at Ivor.
Another Varl isn't going to help with that situation. I'm going to stay with the Mender.
Oh! Oh, we actually get a cutscene!
Or you'll be missing more than your horns. Stand down, you son of a yacht!
I was not expecting full-blown cutscenes. Okay! That is an actual cutscene.
Wow.
And it looks beautiful!
Yes!
I can't calm him. His fury.
Here they are! Something, something, something. Bolvark lost his mind! Take him down!
Who's first? Ah, okay. He's got... which does... added strength and armor damage to a target adjacent enemies. Okay.
Crap. Does this mean if we kill Bolvark or Bolvark leaves, he'll take the item equipped with him?
I don't know. It might. I think that's what happened the one time.
I hope it wasn't
Added
anything
strength and
really
armor
good.
damage to target. I don't think we had him in the party. I don't think it was an option.
Oh.
At least not in 2. If he had something from 1, maybe. Added strength and armor damage to target and adjacent enemies. Well, let's see what it does. 1 and 2. Oh shit! Kermit Girl's still there! This'll get his attention.
What have you done?
It worked. Bolvark, hear me! The clansmen chatter as Juno converses with the dazed Bolvark quietly. Hakon grabs your attention.
Get ready for a confusing conversation.
He motions to Yrsa, one of Prince Ludin's bodyguards, who is wiping her pitch-covered hands with a rag on her way over to you.
Clever trick, witch. This time.
You, Varl. You, Varl, are just too easy.
How did you know that was Darth Bolvark?
The actress smiles at you like you're a child who just spoke his first words.
I think that may have been Iraq.
I think it was.
Oh.
How do
oops.
you think humans routed those horned beasts in the Great Wars? Hakon's face loses all humor and Yrsa laughs. If I can be of any help, Rook, just ask. She smiles and nods to you before returning to Prince Ludin's tent.
Strange, that one. Stranger than Bolvark being as tough as a damn Sundar? I should have mentioned he's a berserk. Probably the last of his kind after Enertoft.
You might say he's a Heracles? The Varl King laughs at your blank look.
Or maybe a Frankenstein?
No, she's too pretty.
Berserkers lose themselves in the fight. They're as strong as cold bears and just as wild. Hard to say if they're friend or foe in a fight. So, Amender's magic over a chasm and you two decide to kill each other? I wasn't going to let him take our supplies without a fight.
Yeah, we only got 10 days worth anymore.
Oh, don't remind me.
Good job, Rook. You threw it all over the side.
It was for the best. Caught him trying to take off his supplies he tucked away. Couldn't let it happen.
A cool anger glistens in Hakon's eyes when he looks at Bulwark.
You should have let me know what was going on. I don't recall any council meetings. I saw something happening, so I stepped in to stop it.
The Varl stares at you, visibly irritated.
He's a Varl, so it's my call. We give him something, but not much. Chapter 9. Ooh.
Alright. Cool. Yeah, that's where we are on the map. Gotcha. Uh-huh. So are they splitting off? Is that going to be the end result? You glare at the clansmen and Varl settled among the ruins of Almsdaler, and feel the rumbling growl in your chest. I'm trying to think. Shit. I gave her the Kermit voice.
Yes.
Everyone will be ready to leave as soon as you start walking north.
I won't fall for that stupid fire trick again.
Volka ignores your comment.
The new members from the other caravan will probably need a beating or two.
Think it was stupid of me to challenge Hakon?
Not really my place to say.
Since when has that ever stopped you?
The Shield Maiden grins.
We could have at least waited to hear their plans first, then decided.
You play it too safe.
And your ways just landed us on our asses.
I'm pretty sure that was Bulwark talking.
Oh crap,
Because
damn
Brooke
it.
isn't here.
Damn it. We make it to Bindall, get a job, then things get back to normal. We always survive.
And what about all those dredge?
If they make it across the chasm, it'll be war. War's always been good for business.
Volka smirks, but her face hardens as Juno approaches. Bulwark, could I have a word with you?
Haven't you said enough?
Volker's right. We're done talking.
Juno calmly looks both calm and perturbed simultaneously. She stares at Volka for an extended moment before the Shield Maiden turns to leave.
I'll finish packing.
Yay!
Yay! Packing! Yay!
What do you want?
I know your ravens need work. Without work and coin, that banner of yours is worthless. You step towards her, towering above the tall Volka, though she stands resolute. In Borsgard, we made an arrangement for you to protect this large cart until we were away from the dredge threat.
They're across that damn chasm. That job is done.
Agreed. But the cart you've been hauling has become too troublesome. It needs to be sunk in the deepest waters around. You grunt in disgust.
Volker's secrets.
You would turn down the Mender Council's coin?
What's in the cart?
I mean, that's him.
Oh. What's in the cart?
If you needed to know, I would have told you. Suffice it to say, you have a Volka's oath for a great deal of coin once you have sunk that cart. The Blue River northwest of Bindal is my suggestion.
And if I just leave it in the woods somewhere?
I will know, as will other Valka. Besides, the Ravens always finish their job. That reputation means everything to you. You growl, but she's right.
Fine. The Raven's oath. It'll be done.
Juno nods and walks away. Folka watches her leave and returns to your side.
Now what?
Now, we have a job.
Yay!
And I think that will be an episode.
Yeah, I think so too. I think we pushed this one pretty good. We will catch you
Yay,
guys
we're in town!
on the next episode. We're not out of town. We are at camp. We will catch you
camp.
on the next episode, guys. Later.
Yep, later.